So, you know, one of the questions I get asked by students more than anything else is, Jake, how can I start blending those major notes into my minor pentatonic blues rock guitar playing and getting that sweet, sweet sound that players like Eric Clapton, B.B. King, and Freddie King, and countless others use? And I say, whoa, 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 hold your horses right there, buddy. I have got a trick, a tip, and a top secret way to hack the major minor scale and almost effortlessly start getting that sound right off the bat without hardly even thinking about it. So I invite you to come in here close, take a close-up look on my beautiful 1960 Stratocaster. Yes, that's right. Get in here close and I'm gonna give you this tip to hack the major minor scale. All right, I'll see you in here, buddy. Okay, welcome back. So we are going to be playing in the key of A today, and of course you can transfer this to any key, but we're up here at the first fret. So if we're talking about our first position minor pentatonic here at A, okay, so what we're talking about doing is integrating those major notes into this. A lot of those Freddie King type licks. And BB. Okay, and then moving on up the neck. Getting those sweet B.B. King licks. Okay, so let's come back here to the first position. Now that's my first pattern, right? Now technically the first pattern of major pentatonic would be right here. Right, okay, so we can play plenty of those licks on the low strings as well. Think about the first lick on Texas Flood. All right, but of course, let's be honest, most of the lead playing we're talking about is going to be on the higher strings, okay? So that's what we're going to be looking at for today. Now, if I look at that pattern down here on the top strings, notice I get this triangle shape right here. Okay, so that triangle shape we have kind of contained within our first box. And those are those major note variation notes that we want to use, okay? So just remember this triangle shape here. Okay, now when I go up to the second box, key of A, minor pentatonic, of course I already have that triangle shape here, because that's my normal pattern here. So there's that triangle shape again. Okay, now let's go up to the third box. So the minor pentatonic pattern right here. So down here on the higher notes, those are great, you know, great Clapton licks. If I want to use the major note variations here, these two notes on the front side, they're actually the same notes as these down here in my first box. So just like down here, I pulled those two notes back half a step to get those major note variations. It's really the 2 and the 6. as opposed to the flat 3 and flat 7. Same thing up here. Just pull these two notes back half a step. And those are my major note variations. And by doing that, once again, I get this triangle shape. And that, of course, my friends, is what we call the B.B. King position. Right? So you see this pattern here? You see what I'm saying? We got this triangle shape here. Now, if I play there, I'm playing major. Jump up to the second box, use that triangle. And I'm automatically playing minor. Jump up another step, play the triangle pattern, and I'm playing major again. Finally, if I jump up another step and a half, I'm up in the fourth box of the minor pentatonic, okay? Now I get that triangle shape here with an exception. First string I have to stagger backwards still. Here's the full box here. But you see right here I have that same triangle. And I'm playing minor. So overall, if you just move between those, you're automatically jumping between major and minor without even having to do them simultaneously. Just by keeping that shape, I'm going major, minor, major, minor, okay? Now, of course, I'm not suggesting you only play that triangle pattern of notes, but if you keep that in mind up here, that idea of the triangle shape, and then integrate back in some of the regular notes in those positions, and keeping in mind that triangle shape is kind of contained in there. Jump up to that third box. And then I'm up to the fourth box too. Okay, so that is what I'm talking about, y'all. Now keep in mind, just because the pattern's kind of the same doesn't mean the notes act exactly the same. So you'll have to kind of work that one out, but keep aware of where the root note is. See here in my first box, that root note's on the first string there. Now the second box, root note is on the second string on the front side. Third position, it's that same note, second string on the back side. And then up here in that fourth box, I'm already on the root note on my middle finger. So you need to keep that in mind so you know which note to emphasize as the root. Also, the notes that we bend in each of those positions is different, okay? In the B.B. King box, of course, we tend to bend the second string a lot. You can bend the first two. Second position, mostly bending the first string. Usually don't bend much on the second string unless we're doing like a Clapton step and a half bend. Okay, and then of course first position, I can bend the major. And right here, that's a half step. And then of course the minor notes I bend here. and putting it all together once again. And that is how you hack the major and minor scale. Hope you enjoyed that. Now, I would also like to mention some of my instructional courses that are available right now. I have a course called the Ultimate Freddie King Instrumentals course. This course teaches you note for note Freddie King's earliest instrumental recordings, his most influential stuff, the Hideaway album. It's amazing, and the phrasing that he uses is so unique and invaluable. And there's nothing like learning the actual songs and licks from the masters to try to start to integrate that timing and phrasing and those licks into your playing. Freddie King was a master of major and minor hybrid playing, and that really comes out in his sound. So look into that, my Freddie King Ultimate Instrumentals course. And my other newest course is called 7-Day Blues Guitarist. In this course, we really start at the beginning and we lay the foundation for starting to improvise your own blues lead guitar playing. We learn 5 unique blues verses and numerous concepts along the way, like playing over chord changes, rhythm, blues chords, funkier chords, double stops, bending. Everything is contained within this to get you on the road to start playing real blues lead guitar playing. So look into these 2 courses to augment the videos on this channel, and I think you're really going to be pleased. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and click on that bell icon so you can get a notification from me every time I put out a new video. I will see you next time, my friends. God bless. Adios.